Over the course of this nearly 3-month-long regular season, we come to its conclusion today. I am Sean47 here with Avalon in the booth, and we have probably the most important match of the season for the Dragon KoopaYuu. As the standings will show shortly, the winner of this match will take the 8th and final spot in the playoff picture, while the loser will have their season end today. Avalon, how do you think these runners feel knowing that this is effectively a winner-take-all match?
The pressure on these runners today is going to be immense, especially with both runners being so close. Now that the standings come up, you can see both of them sitting on 3 wins, 7 losses, and this really is a winner-takes-all game. Their average clears are very, very close, with Feeney sitting on 6.3 and KoopaYuu sitting on 6.9. So as a skill level for these players, they are very similarly matched as well, and it's all going to come down to that attitude in this game.
Yeah, certainly, as both these runners are getting set up, and we will start with a 22-second world record mini levels level. And the way this will be played is they have level lists of all levels less than 30 seconds. They will be allowed 3 skips per minute, and the one with the most clears will win. We will play all 3 rounds, and it looks like we are off.
Yeah, getting straight in there. This one should be interesting with a mix of small mini levels, but quite a short world record to go with it. So I wonder if there's cheese or whether they are really that mini.
Yeah, so far as this particular spot, as Koopa jumps onto the spike and Feeney simultaneously does the same. It looks to be just a couple challenges.
Yeah, deceptively challenging jump back down from this seesaw. Obviously the jump height not quite matching, as both of them re-impaling themselves on the same spike.
Yeah, surprisingly difficult jump. It looks to be right there. Let's see. Oh, just straight running off by KoopaYuu, allowing to make it in section. He does the same.
Yeah, really impressive. A really good example of how similarly matched these two runners are, as they both figure out at the exact same time, and merely seconds between them at this point.
Yep. As KoopaYuu enters level 3, and now in a soft lock. Let's see if Feeney can take the lead here. He can.
And that's the level. Quite a clever little level, actually. Just a few small challenges, just to get these runners warmed up, ready for the race. We'll see if KoopaYuu manages to clear it this time, but he doesn't, as he misses the on-off switch, getting pounded by that thwomp.
Yeah, so now KoopaYuu falling behind as Feeney enters Mario Puzzle level with a 120 world record. I don't think we'll get to the ending of this level. We shall see.
Yeah, judging by the look on her face, I thought she was going to skip as she loaded into it, but she's actually going to give it a small try, which is quite a brave decision.
Yeah, throughout the season, Feeney has been one of the least aggressive skippers, choosing to at least try every level that she can. And who knows, it can pay off here. As KoopaYuu ties it back up.
There we go. We'll see how he copes with this puzzle level, whether he does the same thing. He took the world record there on that mini-series, which is always impressive to see mid-race.
Yeah, that's always a nice little bonus for these picking up the world record on that level. As Feeney rides the blocks and KoopaYuu heads out.
Yeah, I mean, with a world record of over a minute, one mistake can cost you sort of 60 seconds in itself. It's a very long level, but Feeney actually making her way to a Bowser fight here. On the bridge.
Oh, the axe is there. And she's got it, taking the lead.
Yeah, proving quite a valuable decision to not skip it. Who knows how that skip could come in handy later for her, as she will now be joining KoopaYuu on this 3D world level.
Yeah, as KoopaYuu looks to have found out that maybe some type of pickup path, or not, he head through
He
the
is not playing the pick a path game. Feeney not quite getting the ground pound cancel there that KoopaYuu got, which is impaling her on the spike. KoopaYuu finishing the level and bringing it back up to 2-2.
Yeah, once again, now they're effectively tied, just that one skip for KoopaYuu, the difference. So far as Curse Mario makes, Feeney picks up the builder suit.
Yeah, Feeney may be giving these pipes a look through, but no, just jumping to the end and taking the same route that KoopaYuu chose.
Yeah, as KoopaYuu YOLOs off into the abyss, searching for a vine, teller, some mechanism to carry him forward.
Yeah, it's always great to see levels like this. It is really the true great level of level design when you have hidden blocks to move forward.
Yeah, especially when there are Kaizo block right at the end. So you can only fall down this guy.
Yeah, KoopaYuu now finding them, but nearly knocking himself off several times. Remembering that Feeney still has that skip advantage here, will she use it for this level? Or will she also look for these blocks? Oh, another Kaizo block nearly knocking Koopa down.
Yeah, Feeney now with the one skip and one clear lead as KoopaYuu saves himself from Kaizo death, but not for long.
Yeah,
And
Feeney following him in that descent there.
yeah,
Terrible level.
yeah, exactly what you want in the level. Blocks placed where you can't see them, and your only option to hit them, progress.
Yeah, it's levels like these that really showcase how the levels are selected with no vetting at all. Just as long as the world record is down, then the level's good to go. And this is definitely proving that the more representative of the random series that we're trying to replicate here.
Yeah, as KoopaYuu makes the YOLO and Feeney does the same. So Feeney retains the one clear lead heading into hard 2, 117 world record.
Yeah, another above a minute world record. There's quite a few so far this run, and we will see if KoopaYuu takes the same attitude as he did with the last one. And he does, using his second skip.
And Feeney takes the same attitude as she did with the last, using to play it.
Yeah, I wonder what she sees in these levels that makes her think they're worth a single run or maybe a two.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We have two directly contrasting styles right now. KoopaYuu doing what we've seen more as the conventional wisdom, and Feeney taking the unorthodox path, and so far it's paying off for her. KoopaYuu in 1 minute don't touch the ground level.
Yeah, these levels are often hated by runners due to the weighting mechanics that come in line with not touching the ground. But the other end of that is, of course, the really challenging platforming levels, which are just great fun for everyone.
Yeah, certainly KoopaYuu not wanting to be out skips halfway through, and keeping that spring with him to get the chain jump out of his way. Meanwhile, Feeney making great progress so far. Sees the end.
Oh, what a jump!
Well played by Feeney, now taking a 2 clear lead over KoopaYuu. The conservative strategy is paying off.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good to see Feeney actually making good use of this strategy as KoopaYuu gets crushed by that snake block. these skips that Feeney's now gained could really make a huge difference later on. We've still got 6.5 minutes on the clock, so a long way to go.
Let's see if Feeney can make any more progress on this level. KoopaYuu choosing to go overhead. That is an effective strategy for him.
Unfortunately, getting knocked out of the sky by a chain chomp and using his final skip.
Yeah, moving on to just one gap. 8-second world record. Clears it quickly. He could tie it up once again.
Feeney giving the cape a go, seeing if she can fly over level like Koops did. See if she gets knocked out of the sky by a chain chomp, and she does.
She does.
Falling at the same spot.
Yeah. Let's see if KoopaYuu can make this one jump. He cannot.
Yeah, that looks to be like it is a pixel perfect jump just off the edge of that final block there. But KoopaYuu trying to line up a triple jump with it. Just need to work out where she is. But Feeney using her skip there on that no touch the ground level. Still on a 2 skip and 2 clear lead, which is massive at this point in the game.
Yeah, as KoopaYuu figures out the triple jump and has cut the clear deficit back to 1. Feeney starts over.
Oh, Feeney pixel short of touching that flag there. There's KoopaYuu there, pinned into the wall with another Kaizo block, killing him. He must be sick of Kaizo blocks already.
And Feeney's got it. Once again, restoring that 2 clear lead as KoopaYuu goes for the stars. That wasn't a soft lock, surprisingly. And
no, I thought it would be.
I certainly thought it would be as well. But he cuts it right back to 1.
Yeah, Feeney one-shotting these longer levels is really making a big difference here for her. The fact that she cleared them so quickly means it wasn't too much of a time sink despite the long time period to beat the levels. And having that clear lead now means that she could choose to skip the enemy spam level that she's currently in. But KoopaYuu there just jumping over everything, tying up the game.
Yeah, speaking of one-shots, KoopaYuu one-shotting that sub 10-second level and Feeney getting soft lock.
Still trying it though, not giving up quite yet.
And there you go. Feeney with, I believe, 1 skip remaining. And now a tie game. However, KoopaYuu's in a 121 world record level. There's no option but to play it.
Yeah, and this is where the difference could be made. If Feeney can get this clear like KoopaYuu did, you know, she can then skip this 121 and we don't know what's coming up next. She could really secure a long lead for herself if she plays this right.
Yeah, certainly. Feeney skips or clears this level, retains the 1 clear advantage. Skips the 121 world record level that KoopaYuu is currently on. Puts her in a substantially better position. But missing the cannonball.
KoopaYuu appearing to be in some sort of adventure level, not a typical hold right sort of make your way forward, which explains why the world record is so long.
Yeah, needing to get the thwomp blocks and then head back the same direction he came. As Feeney picking up the clear, and it is now 7-6 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, KoopaYuu there lost his mushroom safety net, but still managing to clear it through that front base with very little difficulty.
Yeah, certainly. Let's see if Feeney plays Super Indiana Bros. It looks like she will.
Yeah, very passive skips from Feeney. I mean, it seems to have paid off so far, but still quite brave decisions.
Yeah, certainly. If KoopaYuu is able to clear it and Feeney takes even one death in this level, she will be out of time. And KoopaYuu will have a chance to tie it up and send it to overtime.
Yeah, KoopaYuu just trying to line himself up to get this power block. A really cool little boss fight there. Now, will he throw that? Yes, he will throw the Galoomba. He is not going to be doing that bounce again. When he gets this key, it'll be interesting to see how much more of the level is left.
Yeah. Picks up the key. Is this the end for KoopaYuu? It is!
Oh, I thought that thump had him.
It certainly did, but fortunately for KoopaYuu, he had the power up, and with less than 1 minute to go, we are in a 7-7 game. It is now all eyes on Feeney. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. 7-second world record. KoopaYuu could win it.
This is exactly what we were talking about, you know, whether Feeney uses the skip advantage. She could have skipped this level and already looked at the 7-second level following, but now KoopaYuu has a chance to win the game on that alone.
Oh, using up what may be his final opportunity with 10 seconds to go. Let's see if KoopaYuu can make it in time. He cannot. And Feeney will pick up the checkpoint, and we will be heading to overtime.
Yeah, I am so excited to see overtime between these two runners. Both runners playing the same level until that one of them beats them. No skips. Could be any level from our playlist or whichever one's next on the current playlist. So any level that you guys see playing in your endless modes, you could be seeing it now in this tiebreak match. Really is all or nothing for these guys.
Yeah, certainly the decision to be very passive with the skips paying off in the beginning. However, with the opportunity to win the game in regulation, she held on to her third and final skip, and we will find out if that is the difference as we are heading into a 3-second level.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a close game between these two runners, very similarly matched in terms of numbers. And it was always the attitude that came down, and both of them really have come with everything. KoopaYuu very aggressive with his skips in that game, ensuring that he didn't play long levels, and Feeney just playing consistency through the whole game. Now, this is a 3-second world record overtime game, so it will be very, very close, maybe even frame perfect.
To be one spring drop. Who can get it? Neither of them on the first attempt. KoopaYuu on his second! He's got it! And the come from behind victory for KoopaYuu.
That was incredible. Getting that spring jump on his second time, double twirling to the flag, ensuring himself that first set. What an incredible game.
Yeah, certainly KoopaYuu with the comeback, making it 7-7, taking the overtime, and now is one away from securing his spot in playoff.
KoopaYuu saying that he has actually recently designed and made a level that involves a spring jump, so he's actually had quite a lot of practice with them recently, which explains just how he got his hand around that so quickly.
Yeah, certainly. And let's see if KoopaYuu's aggressive skipping will pay off in the second round, or will Feeney's more passive strategy work in this set? Which do you think is the preferable strategy as you've seen them in these first 15 minutes?
I mean, I've always leaned on the side of getting those skips on those levels that have a sort of minute 20 world record and ensuring you avoid them. But trying to keep one skip per 5 minutes. So I'm kind of in between the two runners at the moment, but I'm definitely leaning towards KoopaYuu's aggressive skips. But DragonFeeney has such great consistency that her passive skipping isn't hindering her performance at all, as we saw that going to overtime.
Feeney looks to be out ahead so far. This was a 6-second level, and she has the 1-0 lead.
But KoopaYuu rapidly closing that gap back.
Yeah, certainly. Once again, neck and neck so far as they head into Impossible 2.
It will be interesting to see if Feeney maintains the same passive skip attitude in this race. Obviously, going to the overtime level based on KoopaYuu, she's aware that he used that extra skip where she didn't.
Yep. Feeney so far riding the snake blocks, and the flag is in sight. And Feeney once again taking the lead. Can KoopaYuu match it?
Taking a slightly different technique, but still one-shotting the level. Both of them really neck and neck here, 2-2.
Yes, as they head into Airship Night is crazy. See the world record on this 51 seconds.
Feeney getting clipped by the Mario Maker 2 hitboxes on spikes there. Slightly bigger than they were in Mario Maker 1 and really creating some issues. As we demonstrate the effect of wall riding on conveyor belts in the night theme.
Yeah, this is a really interesting level. I don't think I knew that tech. I've seen this one where wall jump gains you height, but I've never seen wall sliding conveyors as Feeney moves on to the next section.
Yeah, it's a very interesting technique, but maybe not something you want to see as a race, as Feeney wall jumps herself straight back into that spike.
Oh, and KoopaYuu gets springed into the thwomp. So both these runners having to take another attempt at riding these conveyors up.
Yeah, it's really slow progress making that way up.
Yeah, KoopaYuu just a little bit behind Feeney, about 5 seconds. And let's see if Feeney can increase that lead.
He's going for the cheese instead. I thought he'd just missed the door, but he's actually seeing if there's any way for him to just jump to the end of the level. But the level creator has planned ahead, and KoopaYuu uses his first skip, not willing to ride those conveyors again.
And Feeney picks up the clear, putting her once again in the advantage as KoopaYuu heads into level troll.
Oh dear. This is like pick a pipe, but worse because there's more options, and we just don't know how long this could go on for.
It looks to be 6 keys, and KoopaYuu is 0 for 3 so far.
I mean, KoopaYuu definitely having that little bit extra time on the level gives him that extra knowledge, but Feeney obviously having the skip advantage is making a big difference. We'll see if she can use her psychic powers. Oof.
KoopaYuu got the first section as Feeney heads out of that level into Somebody Call a Plumber.
Yeah, and this is the skip advantage we were talking about the last set. Feeney being able to skip that without falling behind in terms of skips is massive. The time that could end up getting sunk into discovering how this troll level works could be ridiculous. Or KoopaYuu could just clear it out. We just have no idea with these levels.
As KoopaYuu finding a vine, Feeney trying to make a claw jump. He's got it.
KoopaYuu managing to find the hidden key block. That's 2 hidden key blocks in a row, but he does take the clear, tying up the game 3-3, and both using 1 skip. So again, back to a really close game.
Yeah, really well played by KoopaYuu there, finding both of the hidden block keys with relative ease and taking the time in the pickup paths. Feeney loses her helmet.
Yeah, she took an extra shell with her and ended up throwing them both into the poison goop at the bottom. Now not having it, she can't get the key.
Yep, losing that shell has now given KoopaYuu a little bit more of an opening.
Yeah, I mean, Feeny obviously had the lead there with the extra level knowledge here, but now that she's had to start the whole level again, KoopaYuu could very rapidly catch up.
Let's see, Feeny retains the shell mitt this time. We'll now pick up the key and move on to the next section.
KoopaYuu choosing to not take the second shell mitt. An interesting choice, maybe.
Yeah, certainly one reason for that could be it makes a lot of these jumps difficult. However, without it, he's put at risk. And so far, seems to be doing a good job of it. And picks up the
Feeny
key.
there, incredibly lucky. Fighting Boom Boom as she takes the damage from him, losing her shell mitt, just jumping on him in time before the platform reappeared, because the one she tried to stand on disappeared with the on-off switch. Really, really close.
And with that, Feeny takes the lead once again.
That was interesting. As KoopaYuu took that checkpoint, it gave him a shell mitt. I did not realize that was something you could tie to a checkpoint, as Boom Boom takes his claw off him, leaving KoopaYuu to fight the spikes without a Boom Boom to kite.
Yeah, in a battle between Toadette and the spikes, unfortunately, the spikes win that one.
Oh. Unfortunate. Killing the Boom Boom, getting the key. But Feeny using the old super expert technique of bringing a shell with you. Always worth doing.
Feeny killing what I assume was her ride up intentionally, and the shell jump does not afford her another path.
Yeah, luckily she's got a chance to redo it again, as KoopaYuu's still struggling with this Boom Boom fight.
Yeah, let's see if Feeny can progress further on the second attempt, choosing not to do the shell jump, as KoopaYuu now has picked up the key.
And then that's level for Koops. Just gotta wait for the bomb to blow up and reveal the end.
Oh! And Feeny missing the spin jump onto the Koopa.
Yeah, real shame that one. She looked like she had it and just a couple of pixels short.
And now, once again, KoopaYuu with a chance to catch up. This is a 122 world record level, so interesting to see if KoopaYuu chooses to play it.
He does not.
He's not.
And this is where those aggressive skips could really come in handy for KoopaYuu. This will give him the opportunity to see the next levels first. If they're short levels, he can clear through them, and if they're long levels, he'll gain that extra knowledge that Feeny just doesn't have.
Yeah, certainly, while Feeny retaining her advantage in this level as KoopaYuu gets absorbed by the puffer. KoopaYuu, if he can get through this level quickly, will retain the advantage as far as level knowledge goes.
Yeah, needing to maintain pristine and undamaged, which is going to be challenging with the best character in Mario, Kamek, throwing magic everywhere.
As Feeny has her sights now on the checkpoint and makes it.
KoopaYuu now with a kitty cat suit, so that should make it a bit easier for him to clear through these enemies. He's already taken out the Porcupuffer, which was one of his biggest challenges from the last round, forcing him into difficult positions.
Yeah, taking that more glacial pace as Feeny jumping onto a Buzzy Beetle and repeating herself.
Yeah, that spike there, you got to be asking how much more time can Feeney afford to put into this level before she needs to really consider just skipping it.
Yeah, with that checkpoint picked up, it's certainly shorter than the 122 clear time, but certainly not a short level. It's KoopaYuu avoiding the boom boom.
There's KoopaYuu taking the clear and the lead for the first time in this set. Whereas Feeney there having to rely on the Hammer Bros to play fair as they wouldn't get out of her way.
Yep, as KoopaYuu heads into the 42nd level with the one clear advantage. Feeney just hoping this is the final section.
Yeah, using the on-off switch there to get rid of the horizontal thwomp. And there's the axe.
Once again, 5-5. Feeney with the chance to take the lead in the 34-second world record level. As KoopaYuu spins the ball in the wrong way, but gets it there just in the nick of time.
Yeah, that was very close. And he's destroyed part of his platform there as well. Great level mechanic. We'll see how Feeney copes amongst the Kamek Koopas of the ocean. She's also picked up the catsuit straight away, and the Porky Buffer has immediately sucked her in.
Yeah, as we saw when KoopaYuu did this level, the catsuit Feeney was vital for him to make it through. Certainly, Feeney picking up the catsuit early, giving her a much better chance of clearing this level, as KoopaYuu using another skip.
Yeah, Feeney trying to use the brute force method there to rush through those pokies, but just not quite hitting the X key fast enough.
As KoopaYuu enters a 15-second don't touch the ground level, but does so. And a pokey falls on Feeney, and she is forced to restart with just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, the level Koopa on now, the opposite, the don't leave the ground or don't touch the ground after leaving the ground levels that we talked about earlier. This is the type that the runners tend to prefer. They tend to be more challenging, a bit more fun to play, but definitely at a faster pace getting through these levels.
Yeah, Feeney, well played to midair kill the pokies. However, there was, I believe, an additional one waiting for her on the ground that she was not able to take out. And with 90 seconds to go, we might have another overtime.
Yeah, Feeney appears to be getting frustrated with this level and rushing through it, not taking her time as KoopaYuu eventually did to make sure that he got it. I think slow and steady is definitely the way to play this level. As KoopaYuu now making his way, pushing the bomb through, finding a Kaizo block. And a bunch of
and finding a lot more than that. And keeping the door open for Feeney to tie it up with a minute to go. Just has to avoid this boom boom. She will get the flag. There it is.
That's the thing. Ooh. There we go. Feeney taking the lead. But that's the thing with these short world record levels, that they appear like they're a good idea to play through, but it's one of those levels that you'll see someone like Panga on YouTube or The Beast, and they'll play through it again and again over hours just to get these perfect world records, and it just comes down to learning the level. So KoopaYuu, although he spent a lot of time in it so far, still might have a few more tricks to learn. I saw the tape, but I didn't see if there's anything between the tape and that final on-off jump.
KoopaYuu on what could potentially be his final attempt. Is that it for KoopaYuu? Will Feeney take this round? Will we head into an all-important Game 3? Yes, we will, as the Thwomp ending Koopa's chance at tying it. And Feeney will take this in regulation, 6-5, setting up a winner-take-all Game 3 for the playoff.
Yeah, and this is exactly where we thought this game was going. The two players so close together, and, you know, this game meaning so much to both of them. To see them actually be this close and to go into this final game with both of them having a set is massive.
Yeah, certainly both these runners now having the final shot at entering the playoffs, as it looks to be their next level is a neat seesaw trick. What are you looking forward to in this final match from both these runners in what it will be rather, one of these runners' final match?
Yeah, for me, both of these runners have sat around the same sort of place in the table through most of the season, and this is the game where the pressure of a whole season's worth of games is really going to come down on them in this one set that is the defining set between playoffs and not playoffs. And for me, it's going to be exciting seeing how they cope with that pressure and how that changes their regular play style, because both players tend to be very consistent, and it'll be interesting to see if that pressure breaks that consistency a bit.
Yeah, certainly. One of the themes that we've seen throughout these two matches is that Feeney has been a lot more reluctant to use the skips, and that afforded her with the win in set 2. Meanwhile, KoopaYuu being very aggressive and getting the win in set 1. So the final clash of strategies, one race, one 15-minute opportunity for both these runners. Which strategy prevail? Which runner will prevail? We shall see right now, as both these runners are almost ready to go, and we will soon be off to a neat trick.
So yeah, this will be interesting because the description of the level actually tells you how to complete it, but both of these runners have previously said they don't look at descriptions. So it'll be fun to see if they have figured out or read the description before they try and move forward. KoopaYuu immediately just going for the cheese and having a look.
Feeney gets the P-switch, and KoopaYuu does the same. Both these runners picking up the checkpoint.
Yeah, this time a spring to hit up with a bomb there, getting ignited. Will the bomb carry the key? It does, allowing KoopaYuu to move on through level, and Feeney right behind him.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see in a third game to get into the playoff picture, as both these runners separated by 1 or 2 seconds at the max.
Yeah, literally menu speed now actually being considered into how fast they get through these levels. They are so close as they go into a reach the goal without landing after leaving the ground. Be interesting to see if it's the fast version or nope, it's just the trash version.
Yeah, looked to be quite a lot of stars, and with that 34-second world record, certainly a lengthier level as far as run through with the star power goes. But both these runners now pretty much in the exact same spot.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, both of them choosing to take the stars and then use the low gravity twirl to maintain their height. But it'd be interesting to see if you could run it without taking the stars and how much you could get by bouncing on the head of the enemies, as Feeney does now in the later half of the level.
Yeah, KoopaYuu, I believe, trying to stay up top as long as he could, but time ran out and life did as well. Feeney with the chance now to take the lead.
Yeah, they have to be careful going over the top, obviously, with these blocks in between. Cannot touch them, as KoopaYuu, I thought he touched that pipe, but the game, however, disagreed with me.
The game also agreed that Feeney will take the lead, as KoopaYuu having a little more trouble with this level, and that could be all the difference.
Yeah, we'll see if he manages to pull this back now. He's going over the top again, but traveling through the stars. So we'll see if he's going to keep twirling or whether he's going to try and get back to the top, or how he's going to play this.
And he still has yet to figure it out, sliding down to the abyss and taking a skip. Once again, that aggressive skip strategy by KoopaYuu.
Yeah. As we go into, I'm going to assume it's supposed to be an Undertale themed level from the name, but it does appear to look like it's the beginning house in Undertale where you can't be hurt until you meet Flowey, of course.
Yeah, 130 world record, and KoopaYuu using up his second skip. Feeney continues on.
Yeah, and this is the difference in technique that we talked about between how they use their skips and how each player will progress through the levels. Feeney, you know, being more passive with her skips, whereas KoopaYuu just seeing a level he doesn't like and skipping it quite quickly.
Yeah, it's working out for Feeney so far in this match as she is up 2-1. Meanwhile, KoopaYuu has to dodge these spike balls.
Yeah, this is one of the better uses for the clear pipes. It's quite an interesting way to use it and watch the spike balls be reset as they are there. But many spike balls dropping out of these pipes.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of level as Feeney enters the Bowser fight. Looks to just have to wait for the snowballs to kill Bowser.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw two very decent players in this in our chat at the moment. So maybe one of them could tell us how many snowballs it actually takes to kill Bowser, but I have a feeling it was 40 last time I asked this question.
Yeah, and right there, Feeney finds out whatever the right amount is. She takes the 2-clear lead over KoopaYuu.
Yeah, massive lead in this final round, and still having that 2-skip advantage as well. KoopaYuu not taking advantage of his extra game knowledge.
Yeah, KoopaYuu needing one key to what I can only assume would be the end with the time that he's spent at this level. Feeney naturally choosing to play it. Has been throughout the match. And KoopaYuu picks up the key. Will this be the end? Not yet. Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
Oof, nearly falling in the gap there, making his way into the lava, but still finding the flag, closing that gap down to just one clear between the two of them. Trainer Anade in the chat there confirming that it's actually 20 snowballs to kill the little Bowser, it's 40 to kill the big Bowser, which is still 20 snowballs too many to have to wait for.
Yeah, certainly. Feeney having no trouble waiting as she finds what looks to be a death door and shooting her progress exponentially further in the level. I don't believe KoopaYuu entered that.
No, I didn't see him make his way through this pipe either, but he's now making his way through another 3D World level where there just seems to be a little bit of everything. It's like level creators decide to put one of every enemy that he loves into a level and just see how it works out.
Yeah, KoopaYuu picking up the checkpoint. Feeney needing the last key coin to head to the end. Will she get it?
Yeah, surprising to see KoopaYuu skip that Koopa car there. I would have thought he'd like to drive in one. But he does close that gap now. 3 clears to 3.
See, can Feeney make it across? She's got it! And she got the key. Assuming she makes this gap, she will have the lead right back.
And there it is, 4-3. Feeney still with a 2-skip advantage as well, with still 7 and a bit minutes to go.
As KoopaYuu sliding down into the abyss, not going for the YOLO. And they are missing the YOLO. So a tight jump there for KoopaYuu as Feeney heads into Welcome to Mario 2.
Yeah, into the previously mentioned levels that seem to just be a collection, but luckily smiling as the banana plant takes a little nibble on her there. Oh,
KoopaYuu finding another Kaiser block. Feeney
They
definitely
really have
avoids
been
the boom.
bane of his runs today.
Yeah, Kaizo blocks have cost him earlier. And he has entered a pick-a-pack. Oh no.
Yeah, this is where the sort of level that Feeney's skip bonus will really show. You know, a pick a path is exactly what you don't want to be going through. And Feeney has enough skips to safely just look at it and immediately get through it. Whereas KoopaYuu should maybe consider using his last one, but with still 6 minutes on the clock, you've got to ask, does he want to use his last one here? Feeney, though, regaining her 2-cleared lead.
Yeah, that's all it takes is a pick-a-path level for KoopaYuu and a bunch of quick clears for Feeney to bring it right back to her 2-clear lead with just under 6 minutes to go.
Now we go through a long, clear pipe. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, fortunately for KoopaYuu, he can't take damage in a clear pipe, so it's just a thing. KoopaYuu heads into yet another clear pipe. Feeney enters the incorrect door and heads to the abyss. KoopaYuu will cut the deficit right back to 1. Let's see if Feeney sticks with level.
Yeah, crazy to see Feeney considering trying it. She's seen the Picador, she still has 3 skips, and there's only 5 minutes left on the clock. So you've really got to ask, you know, why is she not using a skip here?
Found the right door on her second try. I believe it took KoopaYuu 3. As KoopaYuu enters Hell Kingdom, 4-second world record.
Ooh. I mean, there's a lot of fire and there are a lot of things, but KoopaYuu taking a donut, pushing him back into the lava.
But KoopaYuu finds what I can only assume is the dev vine. And should be the dev clear. It is! KoopaYuu tying it up, but Feeney will get that 1 clear lead back shortly, as I believe all she has to do is enter the clear pipe.
Yeah, final couple of clear pipes to the end of the level for Fiends, but you know, really worth taking the option to mention that level that KoopaYuu went through. Level creators out there, please don't put dev doors in your games. If you can't beat the level, then you know, work on your skill and release it in the way that it is intended to go. But dev doors like that, they just ruin so many potential good levels.
Yeah, Feeney heading into that same level. Let's see if she can also find the dev door as KoopaYuu in what was titled a relaxing Kaizo. This, I can only assume, is the final jump. We will find out. It is, but he cannot make it.
Feeney trying to make her way through the level correctly. Be interesting to see how many attempts she gives it, because once you see the world record, you know that there's got to be something hidden somewhere, which is why KoopaYuu put the effort into looking. And there she goes, finding it.
Oh, KoopaYuu doing the same jump and ending in the same result as Feeney once again restores her 2 clear lead.
Yeah, really challenging jump that KoopaYuu's got to face at the end there. The Muncher obviously bouncing randomly, but still quite a lengthy jump as he chooses to go under this time, not following the arrow, but taking the tape. Really good clear from KoopaYuu, closing it back down to just 1 clear between them and 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Let's see if Feeney can restore her 2 clear lead. Could spell trouble for KoopaYuu as he heads into a 16-second world record level. And Feeney on the final jump. Does she go over or under the Muncher? She chooses over and she is unsuccessful.
There is also a little door up the top there. I wonder what that leads to. Oh, it's a viewpoint door, I think, from the start there. So you can see the level in advance.
Yeah, it looks to be just that. View door. And KoopaYuu making the bomb jumps. Feeney's view door taking a little bit of time away from her. Let's see if that's an issue.
With only 150 on the clock, that time is going to be very valuable. KoopaYuu finding more tape and another clear, tying up 7-7 with 1:40 on the clock.
Oh, Feeney choosing to go over once again. And we are tied with 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, that Muncher getting a feast out of Feeney, but really, really needing to decide what she's going to do. Still not using any skips. It's a really impressive run from her to get so many clears.
Oh,
She
she
makes
got
it over
it.
the Muncher. Wow. 75 seconds, and she has a solid, clear lead.
KoopaYuu just damage boosted through a 116 world record. Probably has one attempt at this level.
Yeah, maybe Feeney will consider using her skips now. After she does this bomb one level, I hope that she skips the next one if she gets to it.
Oh, but she gets hit by the bomb. And KoopaYuu picking up the checkpoint and the mushroom. 40 seconds to go. Season on the line. "30 seconds. KoopaYuu running left, making all the jumps. Kaizo Thwomp. He is now power up list.
He's going to have to go down to avoid that firebar, but he's making his way back up. He is making his way through this level very quickly, but with 15 seconds on the clock, you've got to
he has
ask
a
how much
snake
level
block.
is left.
Will this be the end? Yes, it will, because
will.
Feeney picks up the tape. It's over. 9-7. The Dragon Feeney punches her ticket to the playoff.
Incredibly close game there. I can't believe she's done that as well without using any skips.
Yeah, Feeney, I believe, using a total of 3 skips as KoopaYuu gets singed, and that will be the end of his season. Let's find out if we can get both these runners in for interviews.
But yeah, you see the Fiend emotes there flooding the chat. Her fans over the moon to see her get through to playoffs.
Yeah, certainly. Well played by Feeney. Not even needing a skip that entire round. Clearing every level, 90 seconds, 10 seconds, it did not matter. And she made it through to the playoff.
Yeah, really good game. So we've managed to actually get both runners in for interviews. So it's so good to have you here, guys. Thank you so much. Well done, DragonFeeney. That was a really impressive game.
Thank you.
It was so close throughout the whole thing. And one thing that you both approached so differently was your skips. So I was wondering if Feeney, you could talk to me about that last round where you chose to not skip a single level. What gave you that decision?
I could beat them all in a decent time. That was it.
Yeah, and then KoopaYuu, for you, you were very aggressively skipping throughout the race, and I believe you ended on that 116 level. Why do you choose to be so aggressive with those skips?
I don't feel like I was that aggressive. There was a lot of levels that were over 1:20, and whenever I say 1:20 within the first like 10 minutes, I definitely skipped them. And there was a couple of them. Also, the one that I was pretty aggressive is the one that was night themed that we had to twirl all the way, and it was the stars.
Oh, I love that level.
I hated it. Mostly because the stars were really annoying. If there was no stars, it would have been so much better. Of course, that's the difficulty of the level, but that's the one that I maybe should not have skipped. But still, I would not have changed anything.
No, I mean, one that I thought that you would skip that you didn't was that pick a key, pick a door,
I didn't
find a
remember
hidden
how
key.
many skips I had at that point. I didn't remember if I used all 3 or 2 of them. So
Okay.
I decided to just keep going with it.
And then the other thing that seemed to be your real bane there in that game, KoopaYuu, was the Kaizo blocks that seemed to knock you down in every possible opportunity. How did you feel about seeing so many in your run?
Every time I see Kaizo blocks, I think about skipping the levels, but then I try to remember that they're short. But dying like 6 or 7 times to the Kaizo blocks that keeps appearing randomly over your head, that's annoying. But I mean, it's part of the game, and part of it is knowing where you can find them and avoiding them, and I didn't do that.
Yeah, and then Feeney, for you, I believe you lost the first overtime to KoopaYuu. So what was your mindset after that game that allowed you to come back and take the next two sets, eventually winning them?
Nothing really changed for me in the second round. It was just kind of keep going. We're not done yet. I was kind of disappointed in that midair ground pound spring jump. I know I can't do those. But yeah, no, nothing really changed for me between the first round and the other two rounds. I just kept going.
All right. That's it from our end as far as interviews go. Thank you both for participating. Thank you, KoopaYuu, for a great season. And good luck to you, Feeney, in the playoffs next week.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
With that, I am Sean47 with Avalon in the booth. Stay tuned for the rest of Division A today, Division B tomorrow, and the final week of the Versus League on Saturday. I'm signing off. Peace.